let's move on to our second speaker today. Based on his passion in sustainability and decade-long experience in mattresses industry, Nophol, or NAPS to some of his friends, founded nornnorn, the world's first circular economy product subscription platform in 2018. Starting from premium mattresses, the award-winning nornnorn makes across high-quality, long-life products more financially viable for businesses and for general consumers, while ensuring that our planet's finite resources are used more productively by retrieving and recycling used mattresses at the end of every subscription. Please give a warm welcome to NAPS.
Right, good morning. My name is Naps, and thank you for the introduction. I'm the founder and CEO of nornnorn. So it's a pleasure to be here this morning. Could I have my slide, please? Right, so nornnorn. So I'm a firm believer in the fact that we could use businesses as a tool for change. So instead of just making money, I believe that businesses could also be used to change the world or to make this world better in some ways. So that's the basis upon which I founded nornnorn back in 2018. But before I founded nornnorn, hold on please. Okay, right. So before I founded nornnorn, I spent 10 years working for my family. So we've been in the mattress industry for the past 90 years. And over the 10 years, I discovered that there are three main pain points faced by the mattress industry. Firstly, most consumers and businesses couldn't afford to purchase premium mattresses due to their limited budget. And secondly, there is no way to dispose of used mattresses in an ethical and eco-friendly manner. And thirdly, mattresses don't get recycled because it's not financially viable. And around the world, we see at least 150 million mattresses getting disposed of every year. Most of them end up getting fly-tipped, landfilled, or openly burned. So it's a massively overlooked issue. And then they discovered circular economy towards the end of 2015. So I'm sure that many of you here are familiar with the concept, but then let me just recap. So when we talk about circular economy, it's about how we could consume and produce in the most resource-efficient way possible, while minimizing or even eliminating the creation of waste. So the most important element here, hold on please, I think I clicked the slide accidentally. So the most important element here is design. So when we talk about design, it's not just about making things pretty, but it also covers the production, distribution, and consumption as well. In other words, how could we do all these things in the most resource-efficient way, while minimizing or even eliminating the creation of waste? And once the products are broken, how could we ensure that they could be repaired and then used again? And then once they're broken beyond repair, how could we ensure that they get retrieved, disassembled, and recycled? So if you're doing all these things in the most perfect way possible, then there will be no waste at all. And according to Accenture, there are 5 different business models that could emerge out of this idea. So the first one is circular supply chain. Hold on. And the first one is circular supply chain. So this is the logistical backbone with which we could make circular economy happen. And the second business model is recovery and recycling. So this is how we can retrieve the products and recycle them. And the third business model is product extension. How we could repair the products and use them again. And the fourth one is sharing platform. So in this business model, we don't have to actually own the products ourselves, but then we can use the products that belong to others. A good example of this is Grab. So we don't have to own our own car, but instead we could use the cars owned by other people. And the fifth one is product and service. So in this business model, we don't have to own the products, but then instead we can use the products that belong to a company. So at nornnorn, we have combined 3 of these business models together to create our service. as in we have combined circular supply chain, recovery and recycling, and product as a service. And this is nornnorn.
Have you ever really wanted a premium mattress? Introducing nornnorn. Nornnorn offers you brand new premium mattresses through easy monthly subscriptions. We save you from having to invest big money in mattresses. You can subscribe for home use or for your business. Simply visit our website to pick a mattress and select a subscription plan. You can either subscribe for a short term and extend later, or subscribe long term right away to get a lower monthly fee. Then complete the agreement and pay the deposit. And that's it. The brand new mattress you selected will be delivered right to you. The subscription fees will be collected from your credit card monthly from the day the mattress arrives. The mattress comes with a warranty that lasts throughout the entire subscription term. At the end of the term, nornnorn will collect the mattress back from you, take it apart and recycle its components free of charge. Because we want you to have a great mattress and be sustainable at the same time. Nornnorn, now sleep can be green.
So that's the first time we have shown this animation to anyone, so you're the first audience. And so what we have created is essentially, oh, thank you. So what we have created is essentially a platform that enables customers, such as consumers and businesses, to subscribe for or rent brand new mattresses long term. And at the end of every subscription, we would retrieve the mattresses, take them apart, and recycle their components. So the business model is actually based on debt financing. So we could issue debts in the forms of green bonds or digital tokens. And the debt raised would be used to purchase premium mattresses that would then be rented out to our customers. Our customers then pay us monthly fees to use the mattresses for between 1 to 10 years, or 12 to 120 months. And at the end of every subscription, we will take back the mattresses, take them apart, and recycle their components free of charge. Hold on, please. So the recycling process is actually loss-making, so we would have to subsidize it with a profit generated from the subscription front. So that's how our business model works. And currently we are operating in Thailand and Indonesia. So we work with the leading brands of mattresses in each market. So in Thailand we work with Springmate, one of my family's brand, and in Indonesia we work with Spring Air. So why subscribe? We make premium mattresses affordable for you, and we also help you support end-of-life mattress recycling. And this is how you can recycle mattress. Mattress is like a big sandwich, if you can imagine. So we have the outer fabric, we have the springs units inside, and we have the PU form, or polyurethane form. So the outer fabric could be upcycled into industrial filters, among other things. The spring units, which are metal, could be melted down as metal scraps. And for the PU forms, we're working with AIT and Cambridge here to develop a new technology to chemically break them down into polymonomers, which could then be sold off and used in the petrochemical industry. And in terms of traction, so far we have 12 B2B customers in Thailand and Indonesia, and also a growing number of B2C customers as well in Thailand. And we have been very fortunate in receiving a lot of support from various organizations on many fronts. So on the R&D front, we have received grants from both the Thai and UK governments. So I'll go through this in more detail later. And on the debt financing part, we have received support from the SEC here in Thailand when it comes to green bond issuance. And apart from these two fronts, we have also received various prizes from around the world and a lot of press coverage both from the Thai and international media. And as I mentioned earlier, our business model relies on debt financing. So we actually issued our first green bonds in Thailand in December last year. So this is the structure of the green bonds we also do in the finance field. So we issued the bonds under the private placement scheme, or PP10, here in Thailand. And the terms to maturity is 7 years. And the interest that we give out, or the coupons, is 7.94% per annum. And we comply with the ICMA Green Bond principles. So this is about the R&D. So overall, we have received 8 million baht worth of grants, both from the Thai and UK governments. So the first work that we have done is the LCA, or the life cycle assessment. So with this work, we're trying to ascertain or estimate how much greenhouse gas emissions and waste our business model could help reduce over the coming years. So we're working on this with the TIAS, which is the unit of the NSTDA. And we have received grants from the NSPO worth around 900,000 baht. And the second work, which is the reason why we are here, is on the PU foam upcycling. So as I mentioned earlier, we're working with Cambridge and the IT on developing a new technology to chemically break down the foams into polymonomers. So the work is supported by the Royal Academy of Engineering in the UK. So we have received grants worth £80,000. And as an extension of this work, we're also developing another technology with AIT and Cambridge to extract water, which is one of the byproducts of the foam upcycling process, so that we could use the water in some ways. So the work is supported by the NSTDA, so we have received another grant worth £80,000. So these two projects are expected to be completed at the TIL4 level towards the end of next year, so 2023. So by the year 2026, in terms of overall impact, we expect to save at least 5.2 million mattresses from becoming waste. So that's around 91,000 tons of materials. So in doing so, we'll prevent at least 126,000 tons of CO2 emission. And mattresses is the beginning. As we expand, we will also cover other high-value, long-life products such as batteries, solar cells, and electronic devices. So that's in the pipeline. And that's it from me for now. Apologies for the technical difficulty, and I will be happy to take any questions from you all. Thank you so much for your attention.